High school drama class is a fucking racket. I don't know if what I'm about to destroy happens in college too, but at least high school has some shady shit going on. If you want to be in the annual fall musical or spring play, you have to pay about $80 in application and costume fees. You know how on TV people get paid to act? Well, campuses have it backwards. Hey, can I give you money so that I can be in a production that will give you more money? Sure, but only if you promise to give up all your Saturdays and build us the entire set. At my school, they had the audacity to call them Saturday work parties. It's not a party just because you bring shitty pizza. If that were the case, we probably could have gotten away with slavery for another 100 years just by bringing Domino's to all our slave labor parties. Going through high school, I'm the only one who seemed to have a problem with this system. I'd talk to other people auditioning like, we're paying them to work for them, right? They'd just be like, hey, we're a family. Drama class is not a family. That's an idea the director bashes into your brain so you feel obligated to volunteer your freedom 4 months out of the year. Because back in the 90s or so, when theater kids were leperized and made fun of constantly, they had to find comfort in each other or they'd all end up bleeding in a tub reciting Shakespeare with their final breath. The thing is, that time has passed. One person in my drama class ended up valedictorian, while others were universally loved performers, and I was number one on the tennis team for 3 years. They said the geeks shall inherit the earth, and they're starting by giving us dominion over high school. Now, the place where we're the most stifled and exploited is our own auditorium. We're treated like followers of a doomsday cult, roped into servitude for the betterment of the practice, bled dry of the invigoration and excitement that comes from the prospect of being in a production because they're busying us with bullshit we should be compensated for doing. You want me to build an entire gazebo from a 1930s German-occupied Austria? You pull out your checkbook. You already make a killing from sales, 200 people on average a night for 7 nights, paying $9 a ticket, not to mention the donations you collect from parents who don't feel like you've squeezed enough money out of their offspring. You have no excuse to pretend like it's the Great Depression and times are tough. Such thin-skinned people in drama class, too. My senior year, we had one acts where 5 pairs of students would direct and cast a 15-minute play of their own. I was one of them. Ours wasn't great, none of them ever are, but there was one play that was just absolutely awful, and everyone knew it, including the directors and cast of it. So I was talking shit about it to my partner director, but since drama class is a petri dish of gossip and over-sensationalized drama, it wasn't long before it got to our drama teacher, who pulled me into her office and treated the situation like I had just given nuclear launch codes to the athletic director. And you know what the problem is? Drama class is so often advertised as a safe space. Yes, safe space. Free from critique and negative influence. I've been entrenched behind enemy lines this entire time. I've had multiple altercations with the drama teacher for being offensive or unruly. Junior year, I was in a one-act where I played a principal, and in one of my scenes, I have to improv an announcement to give over the intercom each show night. So on the last night, I got bored and decided it was time to make around 4 Bristol Palin pregnancy jokes, because this was back when she made the news for being Sarah Palin's daughter and getting pregnant as a teenager. I was like, attention students, I have an important announcement. There will be a special sex ed seminar in the common area this afternoon at 5 p.m., and someone tell Bristol Palin it's too late for her to come. The audience fucking erupted for like a full 10 seconds. And it was like whenever an unexpected famous guest star comes into a scene in Saturday Night Live. I was just standing there trying to maintain character while they fell out of their seats, and I've never been more proud of myself for a performance. But of course, everybody behind me gets mad since I have a history of going off script and being a loose cannon, even though not once has it ever backfired. Nobody is more afraid of offending people than a school board, which is retarded. They said they were gonna ban me from productions. I was like, oh no, I get to keep my money? But of course the fall musical rolls around the next year, and guess who needs me to play Max in Sound of Music? Well great, I hope you like the refinements I added to my script. Yes, I still did the productions, despite everything I've said about the racket, but that's how I know about it. I stopped going to work parties though. They tried to make me go, like, we're gonna kick you out of Sound of Music unless you start contributing. I'm like, please, your runner-up for Max is a shy obese kid with glasses. I think I'll keep my Saturdays open. Gotta fight back any way you can. They don't miss me over there, but my antics did become a cautionary tale my drama teacher tells all her new students every year to warn them of consequences. Don't go off script to deliver offensive pop culture jokes, don't have sex in the prop room, don't talk shit about fellow drama students, don't completely circumvent the institutionalized slave labor force, that was a big one, don't write your own monologues for competition that also have offensive jokes. The list is extensive. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.